Government submits to Diet record extra 31.991 trillion yen budget for virus relief. Japan's government submitted to the Diet on Monday a draft second extra budget for fiscal 2020, totaling a record 31.91 trillion yen, equal $291 billion, to implement additional measures to strengthen the medical system and help people hit hardest by the coronavirus pandemic. With the supplementary budget approved by the cabinet on May 27th, the government plans to roll out a new package of programs focusing on support for small firms struggling since stay-at-home requests were imposed in April, and medical staff at the forefront of the battle against the virus. The government said the size of the package, including loans and investments in addition to actual fiscal spending, is worth about 117 trillion yen, nearly the same size as the first extra budget enacted on April 30. The novel coronavirus is having an enormous impact on the domestic and overseas economics, Financial Minister Taro Aso said in an address at the House of Representatives. We must continue to help those that have been put in difficult situations and protect jobs, businesses, and livelihoods. The second extra budget for the fiscal year, which started April 1st, is expected to be approved by the lower house on Wednesday and enacted Friday after its passage in the House of Councillors. Since the ruling and opposition parties agreed on the schedule of parliament deliberations, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's administration drafted the new budget to double the scale of measures to combat the fallout for the pandemic. Japan will pay for it in its entirety by issuing new bonds adding to its mountain of debt. Opposition parties are likely to ramp up their criticism over the lack of transparency in how advertising agency Dentsu Inc. was commissioned to implement parts of the package. Among the new measures is a subsidy program for rent payments for small business and individual proprietors running out of cash, covering two-thirds of them for 6 months with an upper limit of 6 million yen. The government will also deliver 200,000 yen to each frontline worker at medical institutions treating COVID-19 patients and 100,000 yen to each member of staff at hospitals that have secured beds and are prepared to accept infected people. As for assistance for companies which have been forced to keep employees out of the workplace due to worsening business conditions brought on by the pandemic, the upper limit will be raised to 15,000 yen per day per worker from the current 8,330 yen. The budget also includes a reserve fund of 10 trillion yen for potential future countermeasures. We expect we expect this to be drawn-out battle, and it's hard to foresee how the situation will turn out, Aso said. How to use the fund was not initially fixed, but after facing criticism from opposition parties, that the amount is too large to let it be spent without Diet approval. The Abe, the Abe administration recently decided to earmark 5 trillion yen for helping companies maintain employment and beefing up medical services. It includes Government and Bank of Japan loan programs and investment by the private sector. The government says such financing program provided by the first and second packages will support 130 trillion yen worth of fundraising by companies. The first supplementary budget amounting of 25.69 trillion yen finances such steps as 100,000 yen cash handouts to 126 million residents in Japan, including foreign people. Amid the deteriorating economic situation and public frustration over the size and scope of the government's initial relief measures, Abe instructed officials to draw up the fresh supplementary budget in mid-May.